If we put it in, bam, done. How awesome is that? Right, let's get onto the buck converter. So here's our converter, and we also have a capacitor here as well. So this is 35 volts, 220 oomph. I think it's called oomph or something like that. This is to prevent voltage spikes. This is very necessary. I actually blew quite a few LED strips before because I didn't have this. Because these buck converters that I use, DC360 mini, these are super small and they have no capacitors on them. But I use these because they're really, really tiny, and it's great for designs like these where you are limited to space. So we have an arrow here on a DC360. There's an arrow going that way, so we put the batteries before here and the output here. So we will do the switch after the buck converter, but before we do that, let's connect this buck converter to the capacitor. So where you have the minus on the capacitor here, it goes obviously to the minus, but on the output of the buck converter, so after the arrow pointing that way. So here the minus goes here and the plus goes there. Yeah, so you can see the minus is actually written on the capacitor, and the minus is also written on the buck converter. So here, like that. So I will have it like this, very nicely. Look at that. So it will sit like this basically. But I'll also need wires. So let's get some wires. Okay, so we are going to have one of the wires be the switch. So the switch can go through this hole, or it can go through that hole. Which way should we do it? Let's do it through this hole first. And it doesn't matter which one's which, because all it does, the switch, is breaks continuity. So yeah, there we go, got it like that. Then flip it back around. And we can have it so it's like, where should we have it? Basically, we don't want to get in the way of the LED strip or where we're going to put this. So we could typically put this on now, but I'll wait till later. Trying to remember what's the best way. Okay, so a good way of labeling, so a good way of checking of where we have space and where we don't is by putting the actual material lid on and getting the marker pen and putting a little square dot of where the center is of the material. That's about right. Center dot here, center dot here. Yep, looks about good. So that is where we shouldn't put components. So if we use this wire, we should like do it more like that. Okay, once the hot glue gun is heated up, I am going to place this wire around here. So let's just put a little bit of hot glue gun on. No, I meant let's put some hot glue on, not hot glue gun on. Okay, don't need too much, but what we do need is, we should stay away from that switch for that DC input. God, my words, I'm screwing up my words, aren't I? So I don't have anything to push it with, so I'm just going to use this. So make sure there's clearance for that DC input. Not a switch, it's not a switch, it's an input. Okay, actually I could use this to push it downward. There we go, that's nice. And just give it a few minutes before you lift your finger. We're gonna strip this wire slightly shorter. So remember, this is the switch, and we wanna break the circuit after the buck converter, and that will go to the output, which is here. Which side? So the white is the negative ground, so we want it on this side, on the upper side. So we can go to like that. So I'll cut it around a bit, give myself some excess, and then strip some wire off. Okay, and now I want to make sure I have some clearance for, you see this little circle, this is what we adjust the voltage with the on the buck converter, so we need to make sure we have some clearance there. So actually I'll just got a bit of excess still, so I'm gonna strip it back even more. Yep. Okay. Now you can actually do it from the back as well. So I'm gonna actually do this like that. So in, out, on the output minus, which is here. Let's put the wire through first. Out minus, and then I can put this capacitor through where the wire is as well. Carefully, this is a bit finicky, yeah. And now we can solder that wire in place so it doesn't move. Got a bit of solder here. Might be a bit tricky again because we've got wire poking through now, so be careful. Let it melt through. Looks good. Let it rest. Let it cool down. That looks perfect. Okay, and now we can do the other wire, which is the positive. So where's my positive wire? Which is here. And same principle here. So we'll put the positive wire through first. And this is going to be a bit awkward because this is long, so I'm going to strip it down. So positive wire, and then capacitor. I'm going to use these little tweezers for helping me insert it. Give myself some moving room. There we go, going in. Sure that the wire won't be in the way. And now we can solder it again. Carefully. And let it flow through. Okay, that looks great. So now we can clip the ends off. Oh shit, I detached the solder joint itself, so I'm gonna solder this one more time. Okay, that looks good I think. Yep, okay. And now we can actually do the wires from the battery now. So the plus would be this side. Yep. And again, we can actually strip these wires now because they're way too long. From here. Excuse the licking noises, that's my cat cleaning himself. Solder that on. Okay, and then the negative, which is this. Now go to the other side. Need some excess room. Strip that. Oh, I saw a little spark. Why did I see a little spark? Is that bad? Yeah, I'm on correct terminals. Is that an arc? An arc is fine, I think. A short circuit isn't. I might be wrong. So now we can actually get a reading. Let's get a voltage reading. If we've got volts, that will be good. If not, not very good. Okay, so where are we reading from? So this is from after the switch, and this is after the, so these are both after the buck converter, but the white is after a switch, so which is what we want. And then we'll go down to the what's it called, the Bluetooth controllers, which will be now will be the fun and easy part. This is like the pain. This is annoying, I find. Because I always get confused, like what the hell am I doing, where am I? So come on, fingers crossed that I didn't mess anything up. Did I mess anything up? Okay, it might be it's not reading anything, but it's maybe because it's off. Oh no, it's still not reading anything. Why am I not reading anything? So they are definitely connected, and I just flick the switch. So now it's a matter of troubleshooting. What did I do something wrong? The negative is on negative, positive is on positive. Is anything not touching? Positive, positive. What's gone wrong? I'm reading the voltage. Something's not right. Oh, you guys can't even see the voltmeter, can you? Let me zoom out. So basically, I'm not getting a voltage reading. I did see a little spark when I was wiring the buck converter from the ground to the input of the minus, which is correct. This is where it's supposed to be. Plus, plus. I'm just trying to see what's wrong because I'm not getting a reading. Or maybe let's try again. Maybe these pins just weren't connecting properly, which happens sometimes. Nope, still not getting anything. Maybe I fused the batteries, so let's try different batteries. Bear with me, guys. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Before I actually change any batteries or anything like that, I am going to show you through the troubleshooting steps that I will go through, so you guys know how to identify where the issue is. So I'm still on voltage reading mode. So let's start off with reading battery from the voltage. Let's start reading the voltage from the batteries. So one battery is here, and let's just put it from the battery. What's going on here? Oh yeah, so I'm in the wrong reading mode. So I think decimal. This just adjusts where the decimal point is. So this is the dot is in the middle. So that's fine. So here. Okay, so we have battery. We have voltage from one battery, and do we have voltage from the other? We have voltage from the other as well. And let's check the polarity. So positive. Correct. Correct. Right, so what's the next step? So after the batteries, they meet at the buck converter. The batteries meet here. So let's see if we've got voltage readings from here. We do. So we've got, look, we've got a reading here at the input of the buck converter. I'm not holding it properly. There we go, see, we've got input at the buck converter, which is good. So the problem is at the output. Okay, so let's check at the output of the buck converter. Maybe it's the wires that are dodgy. No, see, what was it? Oh, there's no reading at the buck converter output. Maybe the setting on the buck converter is really low. So that's what we can do. So what we can do now is, let me just make sure you guys can see very clearly. I think this is quite important. It's a good thing I decided actually to troubleshoot, because I don't want to just go to the next frame and be like, ta-da, it's working, and like you guys don't know what the hell I did. So I'm going to connect the voltmeter to the outputs of the buck converter. Fuck knows why it's reading anything. I'm not connected to anything. Why is it reading voltage? So look, I got the crocodile clips connected to it, and I'm gonna adjust what I was telling you about, guys. So let me make sure you can, I'll frame up for you nicely. 1 second. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Okay, it's a bit finicky to see, but you see this little circle here? We adjust that with very precise screwdriver. So let me just go get it first. Okay, so you see I got a very precise screwdriver here. It's like super small. So let's see if I adjust it, if it will start picking up any voltage. So you guys just need to look and keep an eye on the voltmeter, basically. Nope, nothing. So why? Why is this? What's gone wrong? I think maybe. What if I read it from the bottom? What if I hold the pins at the... I think it's probably the... Hold on. What's going on? Actually, another thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do continuity reading one more time from the switch. Switch. Okay, I got continuity from the switch, which is fine. So, but it's on the output of the buck converter that we're having issues with. Why? Is the buck converter broken? I've got another buck converter. Let's go back to voltage. Got voltage here and voltage there. It's not reading anything but at input. Perfectly fine. So why have we got nothing on the output? Can't figure it out. Very strange. It could be a dead buck converter because I never actually had this issue on the output. I mean, nothing is short-circuiting from my understanding. Looking at this, I don't see anything. Out. Yeah. I think I need to connect it again. Let's use the crocodile clips. Let's connect it to the both sides actually. And yeah, we picked up something. Don't know why. Nothing. I think we've got a dead buck converter here for some reason. I don't know what I did. Maybe I cut off when I was stripped. Where are we getting this voltage reading from? Why is this picking up voltage? But as soon as I connect it, no I don't. Where's this? From 1? I think this is a dodgy buck converter, seriously. But why? What did I do? I'm just going to get another buck converter. Okay, so luckily after replacing the buck converter in the exact same way, it's all working fine now. So maybe when I was soldering the buck converter, it was just given, maybe I shorted it by accident. Anyway, the point is now we've got a reading from the buck converter, which is good. And now we can adjust the buck converter to the correct voltage that we need. And we need 5 volts, so let's adjust it. .06, that's good. That's pretty much it's a very sensitive converter, so that will do. 5.06, that will do. So let's move on. I will move on by, what should we do next? So I think I want to fixate this in place so it doesn't move about. But before I do that, I need to make sure that it shuts correctly. So let's just give it a quick test that it does. I have the wires out the way first. Okay, yep, that will shut fine, no problem. So I'm just gonna turn my hot glue gun on again. Okay, so let's get down to hot gluing. So I will just put a blob under here. Okay, out of the way, and just squish it down. Gonna be a bit hot, that's okay. Just hold it in place until it solidifies, or just push the fingers. Hot. I'm just going to turn the hot glue gun off now. Okay, now to actually just fixate these Bluetooth controllers in place, I use this 3M tape. It's very good tape. And let's measure it. Do I want to? You might as well have two. Okay. Bit too long, isn't it? And another one. Push it down. And we want the power to be here. And this one can be the other way around. So let's get another. The strip length doesn't need to be exact actually. And now to actually wire them up. Okay, so here, and this one goes in the middle as well. And then we'll also need to bridge the white, and that will go here. So we can go to one first and then go back. Soldering on this one. It's not. still heating up. Yeah man, how did that happen? I'm sure that twisted it. Oh, what was that? That was weird. Okay. Feels like something is taking the heat in. It's like what's acting like a heat sink. Strange. Oh, that's hot. Well, it's connected, but that was a bit strange how it's acting like a heat sink. And positive. There we go. One of the controllers is done. Do want to give it a check, a power check. Let's do them both at the same time. So, let's go into that. Oh. Dangerous. Okay, that should be it. And let's give a bit of a voltage reading. Just to make sure we've got voltage coming out. So we can check VCC to ground. Nothing. Oh, there it is. There we go. Got it. There you go. 5.1. Which is good. And same here. VCC. Nice. Got it. So they are outputting. So now we can actually do the LEDs themselves, and that'll be it. Which is, it's funny, go for all that just for 4 LEDs. It's crazy, ain't it? So let's do it with this. Forgot which strip it is. It's probably SK6812, was it? But these are rather larger. This has got white. It's got white, warm white, as long as RGB. So this is a very nice strip. So I'm going to get rid of that double-sided tape because it's weak. doesn't do much. And remember, so we want to follow the orientation that is correct, so we need to follow the arrows. So I will go, oh yeah, we've got the hole here, so we'll go up and then down and then down, and okay, that's fine, that's fine. So let's get this double-sided M3 preem tape, cut it off, stick it on. A bit excessive, but again, doesn't matter. And so it was got arrows. Do you want to go up and then down again? Okay, up then down. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, let's start with this one first. Then let's do the upper one and sticking it on the dot, and then check with this. Yep, that's where the dot is. Maybe a little bit lower. That's good. And I just realized I'm doing the wrong side, God's sake. Other way, Tom. I was just talking to myself about this. That'll do. Okay, so now let's get VCC is red. VCC is ground is that. I'm just trying to remember which is what. Minus is this. Ground. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit of crossover. So ground. So it's a bit long. Sorry. These terminals seem to want to be warmed up first before they actually start taking the solder. Okay, so ground. So remember, we've got the power turned on. So as soon as that, uh-oh, that's not good, is it, with the power turned on? Yeah, maybe I should cut off the power whilst I'm soldering. Yeah, so I'm gonna flip the switch whilst I'm soldering. Turn it off. And then I need red. Is that too short? Oh, that should be fine. Okay, so voltage, VCC. Oh, that's getting hot. That. Actually, let's get the data connected first. The lamp, check the lamp. Any more than that. Okay, got solder. So now I need to make sure they don't touch each other. good. Let's do the ground first. And then the positive. And let's just give it a test. Nothing. Probably got the positive and negative mixed up because it's not very clearly labelled, is it? Yeah, I can't tell if it's positive or negative. Best way to tell, let's use the voltmeter and check if I got power for these. Nope, no power. Why do we have no power? Is it still off? There is power, but it's probably I connected it wrong. It's the correct orientation, but I got probably the negative and positive flipped. Okay, so that red one is definitely going to be too short. So yeah, because this strip, this LED strip, pixel strip, doesn't exactly show which side is what. It looked like a minus, but it turns out it's probably not. So I have to get another red wire. It's funny how much effort will go through just for a single light. Yeah, but the effect is cool, huh? And once it's done, it's done. So there is that. That. And is it gonna shine straight away? Yep. Oh fucking hell! And the bell went off at the same time as well. Jeez. I think I'll turn this off now. If we turn it on, yeah, we've got a light, so that means it's working. I didn't film the second side because it's basically what I did on this side, and now just to connect it, to just set it up in the software side. Let's go into my LED hue app. So I got a tutorial for this whole thing as it is, but let's just do a quick one. So SP110E, and this is SK6812 RGBW because it's got white as well, and enter it. Check red, red is red, green is green, blue is blue, and check the white. Yep, correct. So let's have it on. What color should I have? I like aqua. I like aqua mixed with, yeah, that, yeah. So let's go back, and I'm gonna rename this as Materia Top. Materia Top. Okay, there we go. So now both of them are here. Color's nice. So one side is done, and we can turn it off and on. Nice. And let's just do the other side quickly. Before I do that, I'll turn this off. Got an LED here, so it's going to have to be this way for the other side, and let's flip it over. I'm going to have to mark little dots here as well. Little dot here, here, a bit down actually, down. Okay, that's good. So both of them were pointing down on the first one. This one's going to have to point up. Check the position. Looks good. A bit down. And now pass the wire through. Just make sure that it's got enough length. Okay, so red to, obviously red to the upper red wire, so very straightforward that. So red is where the little resistor or capacitor or whatever it is. Put it through. So over here, cut it short. Red to red. A second. Again, taking a while for the terminal to warm up. Watch your fingers, of course. It's really hot. Oh, hot, 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 hot. There we go. Okay, this one's not turning on, which isn't good. Why not? It should be turning on. Okay. And the other side, onto the last one. Oh, no, not the resistor. Damn it, the white is too short, isn't it? Oh, isn't it? No, it's not. There we go. Oh, it's a bit funky. I think this one I didn't connect properly somehow. So I think that's done. Just want to make sure that this one isn't being weird. So let's make, yep, looks good. Okay, and the last thing is actually fusing these together and then attaching them to this. So the way I go about them now is I just use a soldering iron. That way it's quicker to dry, you don't need any material. And yeah, it's just quick that way, so I literally just melt them. But you just got to make sure you don't melt through the actual lid itself. That would be pretty bad. Just the edge. Because super glue obviously takes a while to dry. Whilst this is instant. And the thing with super glue is it can actually go into the material, into the smooth materia side, which I do not like to see. So yeah, this I just like this method. It's very instant. Sounded weird. And that's enough points to me, so now I'm just going to smooth it out. Just these ridges, so that they're not sticking out into the electronics. Don't need to go overboard with this, but it's just something that I want to do. It's just a bit smoother. It doesn't look as nice, I suppose, on the inside, but it's the outside that you're going to look at, not the inside. And that's done. So if we look at it from this side, it looks perfect. You can't tell anything's been done. And if we put it in, bam, done. How awesome is that? And I'm just going to repeat that for the other side, and we are finished. Oh, we forgot, we actually do need the button actually.